Hello and welcome to the OSD demo of the authoring module.
In this demo, we will cover how to create and manage bibliographic references in the draft. This demo is relevant for authors and leaders that can add content to a draft in the preparatory and committee draft stages. Authors can add three types of bibliographic references in a draft: ISO, IC, Sense, and LEC standards from the existing catalog, any other standard not in the above catalog, or a reference of any other type. The bibliographic references are automatically listed in the clause named bibliography under the appendix. To insert a bibliographic reference, place your cursor in the right place. Go to the reference menu, click on the link to reference drop-down and select bibliographic reference. You can select from existing list of bibliographic references in the same working draft, or you can add new. Here you can browse through the catalog of ISO, IC, Sense, and LEC standards, or add standard references of type other standard or other. In the first case, we will browse through the ISO, IC, Sense, and LEC catalog of standards. You can filter by organization and then search for a standard using keywords. In this case, we are going to add the standard ISO 15830-2022. We can see that the number and title are automatically derived from the catalog. You can choose to make it dated or undated and click on the Insert button. Once added, you notice that the reference has been automatically numbered. Clicking on it will take you to the bibliography clause under the appendix, where you can see the list of references. And you can see that the newly added reference is automatically listed here. Next, we will go back to a clause, place our cursor in the right place, and enter another bibliographic reference. In this example, we will select the option of adding a new reference of type other standard. For this kind of a reference, you can enter the number of the bibliographic reference and its title. Choose to make it dated or undated. In this case, we choose to make it dated 2022 and enter a title, and then click on the Insert button. This reference is also automatically numbered. Clicking on it will show it in the list of references in the bibliography clause. In the third example, we will enter another new bibliographic reference of the type other. For such a bibliographic reference, you can only enter the title and then click on the Insert button. It's automatically numbered like the other bibliographic references, and it is also automatically listed in the bibliography clause. In the final example, we will go back to a clause, place our cursor in the right place, and choose the option to add a bibliographic reference from a list of existing references in the particular draft. We see that it has been automatically numbered, but it is not listed afresh or as a new reference in the bibliography clause because it's already listed here. Bibliographic references that originate from ISO/IC Sense&Lec Standards catalog cannot be edited, but they can be replaced and also removed. Bibliographic references of type Other Standard and Other can be edited, replaced, and removed as well. To modify a bibliographic reference, go to the Bibliography clause under the appendix. The reference list will be available here. Just like the normative reference clause, this clause cannot be directly edited, but the list can be modified. You will notice that the edit icon is disabled for references originating from the ISO/IC Sense&Lec catalog of standards. These references cannot be edited. They can, however, be replaced or removed. To do so, click on the delete icon next to the reference. A warning stating that links to this reference exist in the draft is displayed. Click Continue on the warning. Now select the reference you want to replace and click on the Replace button. Select a new reference either from an existing list of references in the draft or add a new one. Click on the Replace button and then click on the Close button. Double check that the new reference has been added to the bibliography clause. For bibliographic references of type Other Standard, click on the edit icon next to the reference and make modifications. The title can be modified and the reference can be changed from dated to undated or vice versa. Click on the Save button. Double check that the changes have been applied in the list of references. Similarly, for bibliographic reference of type Other, click on the edit icon. You will notice that only the title of the reference can be modified. Click on the Save button. Now double check in the list of references that the changes made have been applied. To delete a bibliographic reference, click on the delete icon next to the reference. Click Continue on the warning. Now select the reference and click on the delete button and then on the delete reference button. Double check that the reference has been deleted. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, you can write to us at helpdesk@iso.org.